Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, folks. Today is Sunday, May 22nd, 2022. I'm your host, Chris, back with another episode of MMTV. As you may have noticed, Sam is unable to be with us this week, but she'll be back next week for our final 2021 to 2022 episode. Now, right on over to the segments, starting with another original song and video by myself, and then we have Marissa, who has another weekly question.
My dream job was a veterinarian.
Be an actor, I will be an actor.
First female president. To be a marine biologist. FBI agent.
All right, archaeologist, center fielder for the Yankees, rock and roll star.
Now we head over to Rosie with another student profile, and then we'll see what Conrad has for us this week as he discusses inflation on his segment, You Ask, We Answer.
This is Logan Strepa. Logan is a sophomore here at Monument. Her favorite class to take here is history, and her favorite thing about Monument is all of the people here. After high school, Logan hopes to go to college but doesn't know what she wants to study yet. In her free time, Logan loves to hang out with her friends. She also runs cross country, track, and skis for the teams here at Monument. Some fun facts about Logan are that she lives in Pittsfield, her favorite animal is a koala, and her favorite movie is Mary Poppins. That was this week's student profile. Join us next week for more.
Yo, back at it again. What do you want to learn about? Only kid in the school who lets me video them.
Shit. I want to learn about inflation.
Sure. Bet.
It's Weston, and I'd like to talk about gas prices.
We already did that.
Okay, crap.
Nick did that.
Okay, my name's Thomas. I'd like to talk about the water fountain over here, if you would just follow me. Do not use.
Okay, walk me around the school and teach me about other things you want to learn about, or I want to learn about.
Well, what do you want to learn about?
I want to learn about other people.
Okay, cool. Well, this is Ben. That's Nick.
I've met these guys. Hey. I know.
When you print more money.
So sometime.
Basically, if one monkey had one banana and no other monkeys had a banana.
Metaphor. I was gonna do the monkey
Okay.
metaphor. Okay, so imagine this: you're a monkey and you have a banana, and that's the only banana in the jungle, and that banana is really valuable because everyone wants that banana. But thank you. But say there's a ton of bananas all over the place. Well, then your banana isn't valuable anymore because everyone can get a banana, right?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Okay, back to this.
Show me some more stuff. Show me the new paint.
It's a fire extinguisher.
In the locker.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Full of surprises here at Monument. Here's one that you can use. You see,
He's not gonna use it.
I'll give a practical demonstration.
See, you can use it.
Oh, exactly.
And, yeah. And this works too.
That's an alternative means of gathering water. You know,
What is that used for? Why do we do that?
for like water bottles, but also maybe if you're just bored of the regular monotony. You know, we like to give people choices here at Monument. Now, see, this is the kind of inconsistency I'm talking about. Like the other one says "do not use," but that one says "out of order." What's up with that?
Okay, watch this. Watch this.
I'm watching this.
Come here. What would happen if I? What would happen if I? What would happen if I did this? It's not out of order. It's not out of order.
I wouldn't drink from it. I think you'll get sepsis.
I already have that.
Okay, yeah, let's plug the,
Have you ever watched the TV show Arthur?
No. This was
yeah, let's plug Arthur. Flip the camera on you.
This is a gift from Mrs. St. John.
Arthur's a pretty good show, and Monument is a land of wonder and opportunity.
DW is overrated.
Yes, like the main antagonist in most episodes, Ben.
Back out.
Next, we head back over to the game room with Sam, who will be sharing another cool video game, And then after, we have Nick following with another music review.
This week, I'm taking a look at a recent game with near-perfect scores, a game that people are calling a modern masterpiece, and a game that is pushing video games forward into this new generation. But are those descriptions accurate? This week, I'm taking a look at Elden Ring. Elden Ring released in February 25th, 2022 for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. The game is developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco. The game was written as a collaboration between president of From Software, Hidetaka Miyazaki, and famous author George R.R. Martin. Elden Ring takes place in a fantasy setting on a continent that surrounds the Great Erd Tree. Your objective as the player is to get to the Erd Tree to seek the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. Throughout your journey, you will notice how beautiful the world of Elden Ring is. Every part of the world has something new to do, something new to learn. The variety seems endless. Encountering a new species and seeing how they act, it's clear the developers put a tremendous amount of effort into giving these species their own cultures. But how about the gameplay? Well, it's amazing. First, the combat. Every game From Software has made over the years is put into effect in some way in Elden Ring. The knight builds are taken from Dark Souls. The samurai builds are taken from Sekiro, and the game gives the player the level of agility found in Bloodborne. It's an ultimate culmination of everything the studio has done, and it's paid off. Overworld exploration is fantastic. Like I said earlier, all the species that inhabit the world are great, but being able to traverse the world on horseback, the controls are seamless. Checkpoints are also carefully placed to make sure every area is accessible to the player, which I really appreciate. The world itself also has some mechanics that really struck me by surprise. It's obvious the developers wanted to revisit old fantasy level mechanics, like side dungeons and cryptic puzzles, which is risky since these are concepts that have been abandoned by developers over the years. But Elden Ring modernizes and succeeds at every turn. And of course the music, it's fantastic. It has such a mystical tune to it, filled with adventurous tones, but it also knows when to quiet down. This creates a soundtrack that doesn't just enhance the game's atmosphere, but makes it a key part of it. Does Elden Ring live up to its praises? Absolutely. Elden Ring is a game that innovates video games as a whole, and is a game that will always be looked on as a masterpiece.
Hey guys, welcome back to MMTV. We're doing It's Music again. This week, we're going to be reviewing a wonderful album and soundtrack to the Addams Family musical. If you cannot tell, we're putting that on. Tonight is opening night. Well, tonight is Thursday. When you see this, the show will have been, for the most part, completely over. But it's still going to be awesome, and the music is really good. I'm here in the band cave where our pit members hang around and play the tunes that we're all going to hear this weekend. And I'm just going to rattle off some of these absolutely killing tunes on this soundtrack. We got Crazier Than You, goes hard. When You're in Addams, goes hard. If you haven't listened to it yet, I really recommend checking out Move Toward the Darkness, Happy Sad, What If?
But Nick, what about Not Today?
Not Today, that's a banger. It goes so hard. You won't be able to, once I tell you now, but Zach Annand, wonderful student, is going to kill that this weekend in our production of The Addams Family. The whole album, honestly, it's hard to rate like a musical album, but when you're listening to something like this, part of it is you're telling a story. Also part of it is this stuff's awesome. A lot of Latin grooves present in this, along with just amazing vocal performances from Nathan Lane and the myriad of other cast members. Bebe Neuwirth is not a singer, but an amazing dancer, so if you have the time, looking up videos of the original Broadway production, you can see a lot of cool stuff there. But all in all, the vibe is amazing. Our production differs a bit, but some songs that are on this album but aren't in our production, I recommend In the Arms of a Squid, which is an amazing song that I wish our production was using. Now, usually we rate things here. I don't know how to rate a musical soundtrack because it's not really conventional. So I'm gonna have to give this one an Adams out of 10. Honestly, I'd say Adams closer to a Beinecke out of 10. You know, I think that's where we're at this week on It's Music.
Thanks, Nick. Now over to Ray, who teaches us about a new and interesting plant every week.
Hello, and welcome back to Ray's Not So Neighborhood Plants and Botany. Today we're researching Theombra cacao, or the cacao tree, though you may know it more commonly as the cocoa bean. Native to the Amazon rainforest, it is a very well-known plant as its seeds are used for the base of chocolate. Cacao trees don't produce fruit until they're 6 to 8 years old, though many hybrids are common in mass harvesting plants that make it so the plant only takes 3 to 4 years to produce fruit. The pods are typically harvested biannually, though the tree produces flowers continually year-round, and can produce over 6,000 flowers in a year with only 20 cacao pods in a year when full-grown. The tree grows 20 to 40 feet tall, with 12-inch leaves that droop and appear red when the plant is juvenile to protect it from herbivore predators. Though it first originated from Mesoamerica and the Amazons, Ghana produces the most cocoa beans for chocolate manufacturing. And when cocoa beans are harvested, they are fermented for a week to give chocolate that rich taste. But cacao beans can produce 300 different flavors depending on how you treat the bean. Time for some fun facts. The cacao tree is an evergreen. The genus name for Theombroma translates from Greek to food for the gods. Cacao beans were used as currency in pre-Columbian Mesoamerica and were used as coins in some areas like Yucatan until the 1840s. The tree can live for 200 years, but only produces cacao fruit for 25 of those years. Chocolate is one of the oldest natural foods. The word for chocolate originates from the Aztec word chocolatl, which was an honored drink that came from the cacao bean. The cacao bean is historically a gift of romance, often used in Mesoamerican cultures and in marriage ceremonies and religious rituals. The cacao fruit is a superfood, chock full of antioxidants that protect your cells and produce endorphins that help boost happiness, which is why chocolate is such a common comfort food. Pottery excavated from Honduras found traces of cacao bean residue on it. This implies that it was used as a common drink as far back as 1400 BCE. That's all for now on our superfood friend. See you next time on Ray's Not So Neighborhood Plants and Botany.
To continue our Sports Weekly, Wesley is sharing a wide variety of information on his segment, National Sports News. Then, right after, we continue with Basketball News Recap with Caden. Take it away, guys. It's that time again for the Mias and their TV show review. Then we have Tessa with another movie review.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mia and Mia's TV review. Today we are reviewing Degrassi The Next Generation. It starts off with a focus on Emma, a girl going into 7th grade. Her and her best friend Manny have been messaging this boy.
Emma's mom is a single mother and loves her children, obviously. But since Emma is a good kid, sometimes she forgets to check up on her.
The show talks about some lighthearted stuff like best friend drama or who likes who. They also talk about serious things like Emma being catfished by a 30-year-old who she met up with, teen pregnancy, consent, and eating disorders.
The kids aren't all the same age. They also focus on older kids who start in 8th grade. And yes, one of those kids is Drake. They go through the same thing as everyone else. The show does well showing off how kids actually act. I mean, the way they speak and how they deal with things is quite similar as regular teens.
I mean, they try to hit every teen with the book, like from Little Miss Perfect to ones who can't control their anger, and it shows all of their problems that the others might not look at. I mean, in one episode, this girl was struggling with her weight and didn't think guys would like her. She then found someone who liked her, and they started dating, but he became more controlling and abusive towards her. Her friends told her not to date him anymore, and that didn't stop her until one night she ended up in the hospital.
That guy left the school but came back years later. No one wanted him there and he was extremely bullied. But he still wanted to go to that school. He kept saying he changed. Some people forgave him and started to be friends with him, while others still bullied him. One day, he won a really important quiz team game, and during the celebration, someone poured yellow paint and feathers on him. Everyone laughed at him. He left, and Emma went to tell him that she was sorry someone would do that to him, and he tried to kiss her. She didn't like that and told him off. He went home, got a gun, and shot Jimmy, aka Drake, and another guy bought the gun, and he ended up dead. The show also showed how people react to it. Some people were struggling with the ideas of going back to school, where some people were just trying to get everything back to normal as fast as they can. The show did really well showing grief and love and people who got injured who are fighting to get back to their regular lives, even though they might never be back to normal. The show has 8 seasons. It came out in 2001. You can find it on HBO Max. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Bye!
Next up, we have Gage with some more school history, and then Alec takes the reins as he's put together another book presentation on Fist, Stick, Knife, Gun by Jamar Nicholas. Up next, we have Troy, who will be giving us some more cool facts about action figures. And then we have our weatherman, Luke, sharing the weekly weather forecast.
What's going on? My name is Luke Arianti, and I'm here to bring you your weekly weather forecast.
Today's weather is going to be pretty nice out in the morning. We're going to see a high of about 79, and it's going to be clear pretty much throughout the morning into the mid-afternoon. But by early evening, later on tonight, we are going to see scattered showers pretty much throughout the entire afternoon, and that's really going to ramp up intensity and turn into a pretty light thunderstorm that should be hitting us tonight. I would say around like 5:30ish, as it's going to be pretty gray out in the afternoon. But I mean, it's going to be clear this morning. It's a nice time to get some work done if you have. Monday, it's going to be all right. I mean, nothing too special. We're going to see a high, but the mid to high 60s. And it's really just going to be overcast days, you know, coming off of that thunderstorm that's going to be hitting us later tonight. We're expecting it to be gray pretty much 4 days this week, you know, Monday, Tuesday, obviously Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, it is expected to rain. We are not hoping for thunderstorms. And the forecast right now just shows a light storm coming in, maybe a couple scattered showers throughout the afternoon. But I mean, it should, if anything, it'll just be a light shower, nothing too heavy. Thursday, nothing special, mid to high 60s, pretty overcast type day. I mean, really, that's pretty much how this entire week's gonna go. Friday is gonna be about the same, as we are expected to see, you know, high 60s, maybe up into the 70s, but you know, it really is just going to be a really gray day pretty much throughout the entire week. Friday is just going to be cloudy, pretty nice, very humid out. Same thing with Thursday, obviously Tuesday and Monday. You know, Monday is going to have a nice breeze to it. We're expecting a breeze anywhere between 10 to 15 miles an hour, so that can be special, blowing in, hopefully clearing some of this clouds out. And also Friday, we're going to have some pretty windy days out there. Saturday, it's going to be about the same as Friday, you know, mid to high 70s at best, but it really is just going to be way more cloudy. It's just going to be overcast, you know, nothing too special this week. Like I said, we're getting this one thunderstorm right here, and we're also getting a little bit more rain on Wednesday. But everything other than that, it's just going to be pretty simple, nothing to worry about. That's all for this week's weather forecast. This week's cool weather fact is that actually, in certain spots in the Midwest, I would say, also mostly Southwest and just South in general, actually certain heat waves that have hit us in the past have actually been known to bend railroad tracks out of shape. So like places like Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, when the temperatures are getting up into the 100s consistently, you know, they bend railroad track.
Next, we have Julia giving us some new cool recipes every week. This week, her recipe comes from India. And then to round off our week, we have none other than Hyatt, who has put together another short skit.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt, I'm in my room, and
I'm simply having the most joyous day. I'm in my element. I'm an amazing guy. I think I'm
thriving. Wait. What?
Hey, Steven.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyde. I'm on my porch, and that means that I'm about to go hiking in the woods. Now, there might be a bit of a problem because my only map is Phineas and Ferb Ride Again for the DS, but there shouldn't be any real problem. Hello, my name's Hyde. I'm editing this video. Hello everyone, my name's Hyde. I'm in my living room, and man, I sure am bored. Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. I'm on top of a mountain, and man, I sure do love nature. There's just one problem though.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. I'm in my stairs and well, this kind of got cold. I was gonna go to the playground recently, but nature took plans.
An unused skit that was for my TV in a box segment.
Yeah, so I'm kind of stuck inside for the day. I guess I'll bring out the board games.
I guess I'll bring out the board games. Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. Oh, hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. Hey y'all, my name's Hyatt. Hello, my name's Hyatt.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt.
Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt. Hello everyone, my name's Hyatt.
Hey guys, my name's Hyatt Tucci, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my new great entrepreneurial business move.
I don't know why I keep stopping. I don't know, it's just natural. Yeah. Thanks, Hyatt, for rounding off the night. But sadly, this brings us to the end of this week's edition. Thank you for joining me, and as always, for your continued support. And don't forget, next week is our final 2021 to 2022 MMTV episode. So, we'll be back next week, same time, same channel. This has been your host, Chris, signing off. Have a good night, everyone.
Awesome. That was awesome this week.